Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the future of work with AI. My name is Ayman Khalifa. I'll be your trainer today for this webinar. But first of all, let me check if you can see me, hear me, and see my screen.
Yes, we can hear you and see you.
Yes, visible.
Brilliant.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you,
we
thank
can
you,
see you.
thank you. Azadeen, your camera is on, but you're not there.
Yes, everything is clear.
You're ghosting us.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Thank you for the feedback. Okay. So on our webinar today, we want to talk about how Copilot is changing the scene. Yeah. Imagine with me every employee on any department or ministry or wherever um, has the ability or the tool or a personal assistant that can actually help in everything. It knows all the Microsoft Office applications. It knows all the Microsoft 365 applications. It knows even how to develop applications. It knows even how to automate workflows and so on. So as we step into the era of AI, Copilot is redefining how we work by embedding intelligence into the Microsoft 365 apps and different apps from Microsoft, from writing and analyzing and planning to collaborating and so on. So Copilot is transforming productivity and unlocking new ways to work smarter. Today, we're not here to imagine. Today, we're going to make it happen and show you and prove to you how Copilot is going to help. In my agenda, we will tackle Copilot on those applications, from Word to Teams, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. If I get time, I will jump into OneNote, Whiteboard, Forms, and so on. If there is still time, I'll move into Copilot in making apps, in Power Apps, Copilot and Power Automate, and so on. And if you have questions, please ask them right away because your questions can guide the session. So anything you want to know, anything you're wondering if Copilot can do, we'll jump right into a demo and I will show you exactly how to do it if I have the license for that type of Copilot. Otherwise, I'll guide you with the right resources for you to try it yourself. All right. So please engage, ask questions, interact, and let's have fun. All right. Now, let's check first of all who has the Copilot license. Raise your hand if you have the Copilot license. Type in the chat if you have the Copilot license. Muhammad Elias, yes, has the license. Lena, I have in my work. All right, brilliant. Who else? Muridi, yeah. Muridi Muhammad Awais in university, yeah. Okay. So let's just give everyone a brief because you those who has the license, you're like 3% of the audience. So the rest of the audience maybe never used Copilot, yeah. So for those who never used Copilot, let me just introduce Copilot to you by saying, well, it's a collaboration between Microsoft. Copilot is a collaboration between Microsoft and OpenAI, yeah, the company behind your friend here, ChatGPT. Just the difference between ChatGPT and Copilot, although Copilot is built on top of the capabilities of ChatGPT, yeah, but the difference is on the data privacy and data security. You see, ChatGPT learns from your data and keeps your data. So if anyone around the globe asks a question to ChatGPT about your data, ChatGPT will answer exposing your data. So you're not supposed to share private personal information and corporate information with ChatGPT. Copilot, on the other hand, is just the same capabilities, beside a layer of security. So your data stays within your organization, doesn't leave your organization. Copilot does not learn from your data, and it keeps it protected, because Copilot works based on the individual's permissions. Whatever you can see, Copilot can see. Whatever you don't have permission to access, your Copilot will not have permission to access. So it's based on your individual permissions. It's just another language model similar to ChatGPT, similar to Gemini, similar to Grok. Okay, there's so many of them now. But this one, this one is part of your day-to-day applications. Yeah, this one can be grounded to web. Copilot can be grounded to web, or fetch data from your corporate information. Okay. So I don't need to take my data somewhere and then bring it and use it and so on. Copilot actually accesses the data through Microsoft Graph. Okay, which means it doesn't see the data directly. It talks to a layer called Microsoft Graph, and this is how it looks like. We have all your documents on Microsoft 365, users, groups you're in, the documents you shared with other people, the documents shared with you by other people, all right, the groups you're a member of, everything happening in Microsoft 365. Copilot has access to it if you, the user, have access to it. All right. Any questions? If no questions, then let's try it out. We said I can ground it to the web, and I can get data from different places. So let me show you. Now, if I access Copilot in Microsoft Teams, so this is Microsoft Teams, all right? And here is Copilot. On the right, I see the history of my discussions with our conversations with Copilot. I can hide this one. I can reduce this panel a little bit for a reason it doesn't want to reduce now. And here is where I write my prompt. But first of all, I need to specify if this prompt is coming, is this Copilot web grounded or work grounded? Which means work will get me the data only from my organization context. Web, this is web generated content. So if you're looking for a cheesecake recipe, you go for web. But then if you want your own corporate information, you go for work. And to prove to you that it accessed everywhere, I can ask Copilot to summarize, let's say, all my emails, all right, conversations, chats, and tasks. And then I can say on the past, for the past week, or related to certain projects or whatever. I'm just gonna send this one here and show you that, look, it's looking into my emails. It will access all my Microsoft 365 applications. You see, emails, all right? And once it's done with my emails, it will look into conversations. It will look into the tasks I have. It's accessing everywhere related to Microsoft 365 apps and data. Copilot has several flavors. We have the free one, yeah, the free version of Copilot, and you can access that by going to Copilot. Let me show you. I go to copilot.microsoft.com, sign in with your personal account, and then you can access the free version of Copilot. So if you don't have Copilot, you want to try some of the prompts we're running, feel free to access this version of Copilot and then sign in, or join us on the Edge webinar where we run on that webinar only web-based Copilot prompts and so on. So we demonstrate the web part of Copilot. So this is the free Copilot, but then there is a Pro Copilot. That's for individuals who wants to get the license. Corporate accounts, they want Copilot on their personal devices, they can go for a premium version of Copilot. And then we have business version of Copilot. That's the Microsoft 365. This is the one we're demoing now. All right. This is what our focus for this webinar. Microsoft 365 Copilot. But then when we say Microsoft 365 Copilot, it's all of these applications and more. So Copilot exists on all of these. But then we have other flavors. We have GitHub Copilot. That's for developers. We have Dynamic Copilot, and that's where you get to have a conversation with your CRM or ERP systems. Yeah. And then we have Power Platform Copilot. That's for creating applications without a single line of code, or automating processes again without a single line of code. Or for instance, um, creating a dashboard without a single line of code. So let me show you a quick demo when it comes to Power Platform Copilot, because I'm about to blow your mind. Just a second. Let me access the video that I want to show you. Copilot. There you go. And take a look with me. That's what is going to happen here, right? So this is Copilot in Power BI. So in order to interact with Copilot in Power BI, all I have to do is to run a prompt, right? So I'm going to type the prompt that I want. And once I type the prompt and send it to Copilot, Copilot will generate the report for me. Look, this is Power BI and the report is empty, okay? We send the prompt to Copilot, and voila, you have your report designed, ready. If you like it, you click on keep it. If you don't like it, adjust it and modify it, or try to regenerate again, or follow up with a prompt here to change one of those tiles or one of those visuals and modify the report the way you want. This is one sample of Power BI or of Copilot in Power BI, which is part of Power Platform ecosystem. Anyway, then for the techies, we have Microsoft Security Copilot to have a conversation with their network and what's going on in the network. Well, in short, Copilot is for everyone. Yeah, whether you are a techie, a sales marketing, you're a developer, you specialize, you're a leader, you're in the operation, you're on a strategic or tactical or operational level. Copilot is for everyone. The common factor between all of those different roles is the art of prompt engineering, the art of writing an effective prompt. If you will take something out of this session today, let it be the 4 elements that I will display on the screen of how to write an effective prompt. 1, start with the end goal in mind. What do you want? What do you want Copilot to do? You want a presentation? Good. Why? Add some context. So I want a presentation because I'm preparing for a meeting with the executives. You see, this is different when you say, oh, I'm preparing for a meeting with all employees. You see, the level of information between executives and employees is different. The tone of the presentation is going to be different. All right. So add some context. Number three, sources. You can ground Copilot. You can say, get me data only from this document, or get me data from the web, but then go to those particular websites and get the data from. Now, when you don't specify the source for Copilot, you're allowing Copilot to go to its own training data beside your data, and this is so much data now to get the answer from. Like any other generative AI, it might hallucinate, it might generate wrong answers. So, by specifying the source, you're reducing the margin of error and you're reducing the margin of hallucination as well, right? Number uh, number four, your expectation. How do you want the data, the generated data to be? Do you want it to be in a table, bullet points? Do you want the tone to be professional? Do you want it to be sarcastic? Do you want it to be friendly? Do you want it to be enthusiastic? And so on. So you need to mention your expectations. So many of you wrote emails in ChatGPT, and then once ChatGPT is done writing the email, you go like, "Can you make it short, please?" Well, you could have wrote that on the first prompt in the first place, right? On the first place. So, how should Copilot respond to best fulfill your request? How do you want to format the response? All right. Now, as an example, summarize this meeting. Well, add a bit of context. I was a little bit late, so I need the main points discussed. Well, maybe the project manager is called Muhammad, so I'm interested in any changes suggested by Muhammad, and then include the project timeline in a schedule, and any changes suggested by Muhammad. This is a final prompt. This is a final prompt using prompt engineering techniques. Osama, I hope you know that your camera is on. Um, let's carry on. Right. Okay. So let's try this one out. All right. Let's try the art of prompting out. So I'm gonna get you. Gonna go back to my Teams. Why not? All right. Let's go back to Teams. And I will go to web this time to show you that I can actually ground the data to web. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to ask Copilot to um, second, please. Teams. Yes, there we go. So I'll go for gonna copy my prompt. I don't have the luxury of time to type all of it. There we go. So my prompt is to write a blog post on how AI benefits small business, right? Usually our prompt ends here. That's the problem. We don't add no context. Yeah, we just ask it to write a blog post and that's it. But why do I need to do this? Who am I? Yeah, what are the key points I'm looking for? We don't add that. So let me add some context by saying, as a tech blogger, I educate small business owners about technology. My audience seeks practical insights into AI application. As context. But then I don't want Copilot to go around the internet and get me information from anywhere. It can get me information from Wikipedia. Do I trust information from Wikipedia? No. So I'm going to direct it to a certain source by saying use recent data and examples from reputable sources like Gartner and Forbes, focusing on AI impact and real world success stories. And lastly, I will set my expectations right. So there we go. The post should be concise, clear, structured, with, and then give examples of structured how. Oh, start with an introduction, main content highlighting AI benefits and challenges, and actionable advice. Maintain an engaging and informative tone. There you go. Now you have a proper prompt, and you will get the result you want based on the prompt you just mentioned. Yeah, because you crafted it very well. So you got the AI advantage, and you got the real world success stories, challenges, actionable tips, and so on. Now, let me tell you something. You see, um, the, we did a, they did a study around several companies around the globe, and they discovered something very weird. You see, we all believe that um, when we use AI, we're going to unleash our creativity. Yeah, we're gonna be superheroes. But that's what we're hoping. But actually, that is not what's happening. Based on studies, we found that. I don't remember the actual number, but there is big amounts of people. They actually, and it was more than 70. That's for sure, more than 70%. Their creativity actually is dropped down after using AI, and few of them they got their creativity high after using AI. After digging deeper, the conclusion is, and I'm gonna put it now on my own words, there are two types of people. There are those who treat AI as a tool. Do you know what it means when you treat something like a tool? Well, a tool has features. You try it. It works, it works. It doesn't work, you throw it and you never use it again. The software, I'll try it. It has the features I want. Well, good. It doesn't have the features I want. I'm not going to use it again. So when they try to use AI without the knowledge of prompt engineering, that blocks them from actually using AI the right way because it never satisfies their needs because they didn't write a good prompt in the first place. The second type of people are those who treat AI like a teammate. You see, when you have a teammate and you ask a team member to go do a job, and then they come back with a result, even if the result is wrong, you're gonna share a constructive feedback. You will say that was wrong. I like this part. I don't like that part. Those who kept sharing feedback with the AI understood them better, and then it gets updated based on the feedback they share, and their relationship with the AI became better. All right. So you gotta be the second part that treats AI as a teammate. You write something, you don't like it, follow up with a question. Use these feedback buttons in here to tell Copilot whether you like the answer or you don't like the answer and why. All right. And then follow up with questions and dig deeper. Ask Copilot, you know what? Ask Copilot before generating the answer. Ask me all questions you need. That's what I do. And then Copilot understands the context that you want. Ask you a couple of questions. You answer them. It understands better now, one more context now, and then it generates the content. All right. Besides, ask Copilot to teach you how to write prompts in an effective prompt engineering techniques. And you will get a list of techniques for you to use in order to learn prompt engineering. My takeaway for you, let AI teach you how to use AI. right? Because that's the only tool that will teach you how to use the tool. Excel will never teach you how to use Excel. PowerPoint will never teach you how to use PowerPoint. Um, and I won't let you leave this topic empty handed. We have a prompt library online, and this prompt library is accessible through this link that I'm sharing. All right, it's aka.ms copilot lab. All right. So if you go to the Copilot library, you will find videos, you will find prompts, yeah, and those prompts can be filtered by it's a prompt library anyway. So it can be filtered by job role. I'm HR. I want to see what Copilot can do for me, or by products. I want to see what are the prompts that I can write in Excel, right? So many things to explore under the prompt library, and this is the prompt gallery, and this is the full URL for the prompt gallery. Do you have any questions so far? Hmm?
No, it's fine.
All good?
All good.
Sure. All right. You don't have any question. Let's see it in action now. All right. And for those who attended with me the previous session, I'm not going to start with the same flow. Okay. I'm going to start with something a bit different, and then I'll drill down into those applications. Yeah. So, for instance, okay, Office. There we go. All right. So if you have the license, you can follow me, follow this demo. But if you don't, um, then you don't. All right. We're gonna see Copilot in Power Apps. We're gonna take a quick look at Power Automate, and then we'll go to the Office application. So in Power Apps, it's called Power Apps, and Copilot exists in all of these, by the way. Power BI, Power Apps, Power Pages, Power Automate. I'm just gonna take a sample demo here. Um, Again, we don't have the luxury of time to demo everything, so I'm just gonna pick this one. So in short, Power Apps is an application which is meant for business user to develop their own apps without the need for IT. Um, the thing is, you know your department better than IT. Yeah, you know your processes, your procedures better than IT. So you would create applications that tackles the core of your business better than IT. All right. So Microsoft created this low code, no code environment. It's called low code or no code environment for you. All right. So here you start by describing the problem that your users have today in order for Copilot to help you um, make the application. So can I get some ideas on the chat window? Throw me some ideas on the chat window. You want an app to do what exactly? Tell me. This is an interface for us to develop applications. Give me the idea. So it's not going to generate content, it will build the apps. It will build the actual app. Yeah. So there is an app that you want people to use to input data. Yeah. You want to collect employee information. There we go. Okay. Build connectors that pulls data from the sources and push to another. Yeah, doable, Danielle, but this is more of Power Automate, Danielle, all right? Grading sheets category, that's doable. Anyway, I'm just gonna take the first one. I'll copy the first one I got from okay. Um, okay, Uzair, application to help people learn Copilot in HR. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. Um, so I sent the employee information just to simplify things, and then we can complicate it if you want. But employee information as a simple problem, right? It needs two main entities. It needs employee entity and the HR admin person, right? And then on the left hand, the business problem is employee. The purpose of this plan is to identify the problem and so on. But then the user requirement, there you go. Employee, yeah, as a user, and this is the user story. You have no idea. In software engineering, we used to spend weeks only gathering user stories. All right. Submit personal information so they can mark it up to date. Yeah, update my contact and view an employee history. So if this is okay, you like it, give a thumb up and then carry on. You don't have to give a thumb up, but we agreed we need to um, give feedback. Now, HR admin, what would the HR admin do? Approve or reject employee information updates so they record are accurate, view all employee profiles so that they can manage their information and so on. Yeah, and track changes. If that's okay, looks good, looks good. If it doesn't look good, click on edit and modify the user story. All right, add because those user stories will be converted into features later on. Yeah, and elements within your app and so on. For now, I'm gonna click on looks good. So what we did is we wrote the prompt, sent it, we got this plan, looks good. It's creating the data model for us. It's creating, you see, the tables, table employee, table employment history, document, information request. So it's generating the model now. It's done generating the model. Anything I want to modify, I can modify. I'm going to say thumb up for this model. Now, based on this model, yeah, I'm getting the different apps for segments. Yeah, because I need a part of the app will be to handle employee information. All right, it's a Canvas app. Another model-driven app based on the tables. It will be HR management app, and then I have employee update notification, HR approval agent. All right, and that's a Copilot Studio agent that will help me with the approval. You see, we're going into agentic AI now. Looks good. Let me send this to Copilot. So Copilot would allow me to save the tables and employee information management system. That's a very good name. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to click save. Now you know why I've chosen a simple idea, because from a simple idea, you will get a whole branched plan in front of you. So yeah, it's saving my data. Let me take a look at the chat window. Building a connector with creating sheets and applications to help people learn Copilot. Translate whichever language in the world. Yeah, doable, kinda, because it doesn't speak all languages. Uh, I am okay. Leave that aside now. All right. Tables have been saved. Just hover it and select create. Now, the point is everything is saved. Now I need to start creating those different apps that they will integrate together, all right? So starting with the employee information, I'm gonna create this part by clicking on create, all right? So now I clicked on create on the employee information, right? So it took me to the interface for the employee configuration. You see, I did not write any code for none of this. So I'm gonna take a look at the employee information Canvas app. It's building it right now, and it's loading it. It will build it for me, and it will load it for me. And I will do the same for the other apps. Once I'm done, I'm gonna create this one. So I'll click on create. It's gonna build it now. Let me take a look at my um, Canvas app and wait for it to finish building because it's building it as we speak. Right, and then I will do the same to the other app here, the HR MA. And then these are two apps. The employee information is an app, the HR management is an app, and then it will create a workflow for me using Power Automate. And then it will create a Copilot Studio agent for me to handle the rest of the functionality. Now, the Canvas app is ready. There we go. I can just play it, or I can change the images here, add more meaningful images, and then play it. But I'll play it now. You see, employees, when I click on it, I have sample data, sample employees. I can add a new one. I can say, I'm going to go for a new person. Right, let me close this. New, yes, okay. So email address, it could be Digital Center of Excellence. Yeah, why not? Date of birth, whatever. All right, I was born 25. Yeah, this is a mistake. There shouldn't be a time. I wouldn't know. Date of hire, whenever. Yeah, email, name, Ayman, there you go. You can call me AI man, by the way, not only Ayman. I go by AI man sometimes. Delivery, all right. Phone number, there you go. So this is gets saved directly the data, you see. I got my record now. Okay. I can click home, go back to home, employee history, all right. Employment history, all right, documents. So everything is ready on this app. Information request, everything is ready on this app. And if I jump to the HR management app, again, it's ready as well. So I'm going to have to publish and continue to show you the HR management application. Let me play, view it. There you go. It's an active app. Ayman is here. Yeah, that I just added a minute ago. Yeah, it's an HR management. I can edit, I can activate, I can deactivate, I can assign, I can do whatever I want for my employee and their requests. And for their request, I can approve, I can reject, I can do whatever I want after I activate the other two segments, which is employee update notification. And if I want to go through that, I'll have an agent to speak to, and then the agent will do the needful for me. All of this without a single line of code. But if you're interested in knowing, uh, you don't need all that. You just want to send an email. Well, this is the least of what Copilot can do. Sending emails, Well, take a look at this. You want to send a new email, you don't have to go to ChatGPT anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna pop this one out and show you. I'm gonna draft an email. I'm gonna say request more information, or I just say thank everyone for joining the webinar today and for their active participation, and send that to Copilot. Copilot will draft me an email. Yeah, that's not my style. I am more, I type shorter emails, so I'm gonna make it short. There we go. I'm gonna change the tone into, let's say, casual. Yeah, why not? You know what? The team was so engaged in this webinar, I decided to make you a poem. So I can change the tone and write a poem. So the point is, you have those things that you do a lot to change the tone, from changing the tone to shortening the text and all of that by default in here. So you can change the tone back to direct, and there you go. Once you're satisfied, you click on keep it, and your email is ready. You don't want this part, delete it, right? There we go. And now, this email that I wrote, I wonder if Copilot can be my coach and tell me if it sounds good, motivating or not. Copilot can actually do that. If you click on the Copilot icon, there is coaching by Copilot. If you click on coaching by Copilot, Copilot will analyze your email, and then it give you tips. You see, tone, express more enthusiasm. Yep. Instead of thank you for joining today's webinar, go like, I'm thrilled you joined today's webinar. More tips for to enhance this part. Yeah. Reader sentiment, encourage future involvement, add those, clarity, add those. If you like what you see, yeah, you click on apply all suggestions. And then Copilot will get you a preview of the applied suggestions. This is how your email was. This is the new one with the suggestions. Replace, and boom, you got the new email with the new suggestions ready for you to send. That's one way Copilot can work in emails, but other ways are a lot. You see, if I have a long thread of emails that I want to summarize, I just click on summary by Copilot, and then Copilot gets me the summary of the long thread. Yeah, if I'm searching for information, I go to the chat window and ask Copilot to get me everything related to Qatar Vision 2030. You see, this now is a search better than this search that you know. Because here, if the subject is not the same, you will never find the email. This is a keyword search. This, using Copilot, is a contextual search, right? You see, because I said everything, it went and it got me anything related from my files and emails, and from the web as well. But look, with references as well. Yeah, which email, which document, which file, and so on. But then if I want to reply to Beckham, let me give you an example here with a longer thread of conversation. This conversation here. Let's say this conversation happened a very long time back, and I don't remember who said what exactly. All right. So I want to remember all of this. So what I will do is I'll just select the conversation and actually reply, yeah, to the last email. So instead of replying, why don't we schedule a meeting? Usually, scheduling a meeting takes between 5 to 30 minutes because you need to set the agenda, you need to prepare the documents, you need to see the time suitable for everyone. Yeah, go to schedule assistance and check the timing and so on. Not with Copilot. With Copilot, you'll do it in less than 30 seconds. I will click on schedule with meeting. You count the settings. You count the seconds, right? Before you reach 30 seconds, the scheduling is done. Here are the people invited. This is the time because we have a global team. You might find PM timing, yeah, after 4 and so on. This is the agenda was prepared for you. This is the summary of the previous configuration. So if the time is okay with you, you click insert. You're good to go. You want to change this, you can ask Copilot to change it. Select it and ask Copilot whatever you want here, and it will change it. You want to add something new, add a new point, and ask Copilot to add one more point, and so on. Yeah. Once you're done, click on send. You're good to go. Do you have any question? No questions?
No, thank you.
All right. Let's move to Word. Now we're drafting together. All right. Someone mentioned on the chat earlier when I asked about the application. Someone mentioned the pros and cons. As the dean, yeah. As the dean was like, okay, describe pros and cons of AI. I'm gonna copy your prompt as it is, as the dean, and paste it here. Describe pros and cons of AI, and share this with Copilot. So Copilot would do the description and analysis for me. Pros and cons. I got my, you see here, like an executive description. Yeah, pros, and then the details. Yeah, availability and so on. Cons, then, but the prompt is missing. The prompt was not. I didn't add context. Yeah, I didn't explain who am I, where am I working. Is it in general or related to my organization and so on. The prompt was vanilla. And then a conclusion. But if you like what you see, you click on keep it, yeah, to keep it, or you can regenerate. And if you modify it by adding a prompt here, Copilot will remember the different versions it generated, so you can go back to a previous version. So for now, I'm going to click on keep it because I got questions for Copilot. So I will open Copilot and I will go like, you know what, Copilot, this is too much for me to read. Summarize this document in 5, let's be fair, 6 points. That's it. They tend to talk too much, those Gen AI tools. So here is the summary. 6 points, right? Efficiency and automation, data analysis and insights, personalized experience, job orientation, ethics concern, bias, discrimination, as I requested. Okay. And I can ask specific questions, like I can go like, can I oh sorry, how can I more concisely describe discrimination, right? There we go. So it will answer from the document. It's not going to get me people being racism and so on. No, no, no. The description here, AI systems can inherit biases from their training data, leading to unfair and discriminatory outcomes. Yeah, you see the result as the result, right? And if I want to know from where It got this ethical concerns. I click on number 5. It takes me to the ethical concerns area. You see, I click on number 6. It takes me to that particular area. That's another way to use Copilot in Word, right? So I am going to save this document in OneDrive. Why OneDrive? Because I want to refer to it from another Copilot in another application. I have to drop it into Microsoft 365, either OneDrive, SharePoint, and so on. But before that, to help visualizing this, I want to display all the pros and cons in a table. Okay, so I'm gonna select the cons, all of them. Word. Okay, yeah, these are the cons. I'm selecting all of them, and then I will click on the Copilot icon and I'll say visualize as a table. But before that, let's explore other options. I can write a prompt and change the tone, for instance, or do any modifications, or make it shorter, or anything that you want to do, you write it in a prompt. Or I can paraphrase and auto rewrite. Or I can visualize as a table. I'll click on visualize as a table. Copilot will keep the existing data and it will start adding the new data beneath. There you go. Now this is a better representation. Easy for me to remember. All right, job displacement. There we go. All right, and so on. Dependency. There we go. That's my table. And those who likes reading a lot enjoy the previous paragraphs. Yeah. And then I can do the same on this second part here. Any question? Okay, no questions, no problem. Let's move to PowerPoint. And now that we've prepared the pros and cons for Uzair, Uzair, is that a university assignment? We're doing it for you right now. So the
Sorry,
next
what?
part, is that a university assignment?
No, I'm
The pros?
already a graduate, so I'm done with assignments.
Okay. Okay. So now let's say we have this project, yeah, that we created a document for and a speech and so on. I can use PowerPoint now to generate a presentation for me instead of me staring at a blank screen, not knowing how to match colors, how to pair fonts. So I'm gonna click on the Copilot icon here and ask Copilot to create a presentation. By clicking on create a presentation, now I can create a presentation from a document. You see, I can reference a file. So I'll click on reference a file, and now we'll use what was the name of the file I created? I named it pros and cons something, right? So pros and cons of artificial intelligence. There you go. This was generated or this was saved 3 minutes ago. Okay, so that's the document that I want. There you go. That's the document that I want. Attach, write a proper prompt, and then send this one to Copilot. For this demo, I'm just gonna keep my prompts only the document, and there we go. So these are the sections of the document. You want to add, you can click on add it to add topics. You can change the positions, okay, of the titles, and then generate this. The Copilot trained on my style of writing and improve over time to enhance the time and effort of editing and modifying the generated results. As of now, no. By the end of May, yes, there is a big update coming to Copilot. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, it will. They're introducing memory to Copilot. I should run a whole webinar just for the new update. They're introducing memories, all right? They're introducing instruction messages, system messages, like the one you have in ChatGPT, where you go to the system and add certain instructions, and then ChatGPT will remember it for the rest of your conversations. This will be there in Copilot, all right? So memory will be there in Copilot. They're adding reasoning to Copilot. They're adding deep search to Copilot. They're adding so many capabilities. The designer is you're gonna have tools to play with images the way you want. You generate an image and then you select a certain part and you ask Copilot to change it, remove it, get rid of it. Studio light, sunlight light. Yeah. So many effects and so many possibilities. So the PowerPoint is created. If I take a look at the PowerPoint, there we go. It's even animated. Yeah. Continuous support. It begins here. That's the starting point. Yeah. Pros and cons, you're right, understanding the dual impact of AI technology, agenda, and then the rest of the details. And guess what? I got me a presenter notes as well. So on every slide, I know what to say exactly. You see, in every slide, the presenter notes are different. Yeah. So not only the animation, not only the slides and the design, even the presenter notes is there. All right. Morph, you can morph things yourself, Izzuddin, yeah. If because if you have the same icons in different areas, if you morph them, it will work. But it's not the same elements. So let me show you. If I morph,
Can we use the Copilot to morph the presentation, or
oh
he
no,
doesn't have this capability?
not as of now, no.
Okay.
Yeah, as of now, no. Okay. As of now, it chooses the slide master, in the slide master, these elements are different. They're not the same elements. But I mean, it's not a hard job for me to, let's say I'm adding this one here, going changing the transparency, but adding a little bit of icons here, and then copy this one to this area to highlight this section. I'm just saying, for example, right? Then here, maybe I wanted to highlight the ethics part because it's more important. So when I morph these, it's easier. My point is, Copilot helped me start somewhere, and then I can do the rest. Yeah. So that's the first box, and then the box should morph, as you know, to the second one, and then the box will. So I was able to do this quickly because the content is created for me. The rest is me modifying the content. So if I want to select this part here, I click on Copilot, and then I get those options: auto rewrite, make it shorter, yeah, make it sound more professional. Then Copilot will do the needful for you. Thank you for the question, Azadin. And
Thank you.
to know more about Copilot capability in every application, take a look at the prompts you have in here, right? Like create and understand and so on. And don't hesitate to click on view prompts. This icon here will take you to a prompt gallery. Yeah, so click on view prompt gallery, not only in PowerPoint, in every other application, you will have the same set of prompts and then a prompt gallery. So this take you to Copilot prompt gallery, where you get to see, oh, these are the prompts. If you have saved some prompts, they will appear on your prompts. If you want to filter them by tasks, maybe I want to edit, yeah, and then it shows you, oh, you can add a slide, you can add speaker notes, you can add stock images, you can add a branded images, and so on. Maybe I'm in a certain role that I want to see how to leverage Copilot in that role, and so on. Any question? All questions?
In the PowerPoint, usually before clicking, okay, in the PowerPoint,
No
usually there
problem.
is the PowerPoint. Usually they have also a designer, like they recommend some designs in 365. Can also
Hmm.
the Copilot can be used as a toolbar in order to help this.
Yes. Actually, the designer in PowerPoint now is part of Copilot. All right. It's Copilot who's doing the designs now, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me show you. Okay, something that I've created with Copilot. I'm just opening it because I closed that one. So let me. I'm downloading it. Just a second, so I can show you the design. Okay. So this is Copilot generated. Yeah. All right. There was a financial statement, and then in the demo, we flipped that financial statement into income statement into a PowerPoint. Now the point is, here is the designer, all right, on the home tab. Once you click on it, you don't like this one, you can change it. You click on another one. You don't like this one this way, it will change it. It will stick to the image you have and the theme you have, but it will give you different layouts. All right. So you click here, you go like, okay, I don't want it this way. Sorry. And then when you hover, it will animate the slide for you to see the animation. You want to see more, but again, you see the consistency. It sticks to the current theme that you have. All right. So if you have
Doctor,
a
what do
different
you click?
theme,
Doctor,
here
what
it
do you
is. I
click
have a
when you
different
want
theme.
to highlight the cursor? What do how do you click?
No, I'm just highlighting. If I highlight it, it shows me the animation. But if I want it, I just click on it and it will apply it.
No, I mean the
Click on
cursor.
it.
If you want to highlight on something when you are explaining
Ah,
how.
like this one.
Yes.
Yeah, I use a tool for that called Power Toys.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
I have yeah, I have some gadgets. All right. Um, so we've seen Copilot in Word, in PowerPoint, in Outlook. We've seen a little bit of Teams, not everything in Teams. So before we jump in Excel, because I know not everyone likes Excel, let's spend some time in Teams. And meanwhile, just to prove that, raise your hand if you like Excel. Don't tell me I'm using it. I know you're using it. You have to use it. Yeah. But whether you love it or not, that's another question. Yeah, I got two hands. Good, good. We got two hands. I got three hands. Tamer, Ahmed, Janesh, and Karthik.
The
All right.
question
Are
was
you
about the
guys
Excel.
from? Oh, we got Noura as well.
The question was about the Excel.
Yeah, whether you love the tool Excel.
We didn't use it yet, but I'm using a lot of Excels for the students that I have.
Yeah, that was my question. If we all use it and we have to use it. Yeah, مجبر أخاك الله بطل. But but do I really love it? That's the question. And I got 7 people here. I guess they're all from
Very
finance.
complicated when it comes to Excel. Yeah, it's very complicated, and it has a lot of like tools,
True,
commands that it will facilitate, but it will take you forever to learn them. Yeah.
true. 100%, 100%. For those who got their hands up, thank you. You may lower your hands. But tell me, are you all from finance? Yeah.
Actually, for
Uh,
I'm using for Power BI, so it helped me a lot,
data people.
to write, the
Yeah,
measures, and it helped me a lot
brilliant.
about that.
So Dia is more of into data insights and so on. So he has to love Excel. Yeah, there is no way. Otherwise, he won't be able to do his job. Right, Dia?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a forced relationship. Okay. What about the others? What about the others? All right. Let's talk Excel then. If we have this amount of um, fans, all right. Let's talk Excel. So I'm deleting these columns because Copilot actually generated those columns. Okay. So let me show you. I got this data here. Um, it's a dummy data, yeah. So Excel can help me with writing formulas, suggesting columns, suggesting drafts, and get me data insights and looking at trends and anomalies of data and all that. All I have to do is save the document in OneDrive first, and then format your table as a table. So the data would have a named range, yeah. So once you click on table, it will show you the range of your data. It understands your data from the headers. So yeah, you may lower your hand, please. Um,
Yes.
so Copilot, yeah. Once I click on it, um, it doesn't actually remember the history. It's just I had this file open. I was demoing something for my colleague before the webinar. But it will start like this usually. Copilot will start with the default prompts, if you like. The first prompt is create formulas. In here, Copilot will suggest a column to augment my data. It will tell me, you know what? I think I form a column to calculate the revenue per budget. Okay, to to this area here. If you like the suggestion, it didn't do it actually quite nice. It usually adds the sample data and it adds the name as well. So let me do that again. If you like the suggestion, add it. If you don't like the suggestion, like I just did now, just generate another one. Right. Um, just bear with me because Copilot is acting up on me. I'm gonna close my Excel and open it again. The best solution to anything digital, right? Restart it. I call it the military solution. Give it a quick restart. Sorry, I meant to maximize it, not to close it. Excel. Yeah, yes, you are. Okay. So these analysis that was created also with Copilot, I'm gonna delete them just to show you how to do them. And I will click within my data and ask Copilot here. Lena, what's the same question? You mean about morphing? As of now, it's not going to morph anything, but even in the future, it can change the transition to morph. But you need certain elements to be on the PowerPoint in order to for the morph to work, right? You need to
I
duplicate
suggest
the
I suggest
element.
to download several templates. I
Hmm?
suggest for Lina to download several templates concerning Morph and then implement the data that you have generated.
Yes, that works. Yeah, thanks, Azuddin. And Lena, reach out. I consider myself a guru in PowerPoint. Yeah, so reach out. Now, let me say something here. Okay, we asked for a formula column, and then Copilot came back to us with this suggestion, right? Copilot goes like, okay, campaign duration. You did not mention the campaign duration. Here is the formula for the campaign duration. This is the sample data. If I like the content, I'll click on insert. You see, when I hover, it shows me where it will be inserted because sometimes it inserts it horizontally or vertically. So I need to preview the data. When I click on insert, I got my data. So I can add more or I can summarize using a pivot table. You see, summarizing as using a pivot table or clicking on show data insights, they lead to the same result. It's Copilot analysis of your data, right? Because you did not write a prompt, you did not ask it to analyze a particular thing. So you left it to Copilot, and Copilot is analyzing by saying, you know what, let's the first data insight, because it has many. The first data insight is revenue by lunch date. Yeah, and here is the story. If you like it, click on Add to New Sheet, and it would add the data insights to a new sheet. It will create the pivot table. It will create the pivot chart. Yeah, and that will be your data insight. If you want another insight, go for another insight. Ask Copilot for another insight. But if you don't have the luxury of time of checking every insight, ask Copilot to dump all of its insights into one grid by saying all insights to grid. Oh, sorry, here. All insights to grid. By sending all insights to grid, Copilot will generate its own insights. Again, I emphasize this is Copilot's insights of your data.
This is
Budget, but
dashboard.
the dashboard, yes, of its own insights. So budget and campaign type. Budget has an outlier at a lunch date. It got you the patterns, the outliers, and so on. And here are the pivot tables that generated those insights. But again, this is
So
Copilot insights.
excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Just here at this point. So if I just select these options, so the analysis will be automatically through Copilot. So I don't have to make any analysis or
No, I'm not
need me to
gonna. Okay, in a
or,
practical use case, you still need to analyze. It's just Copilot is helping you with its own findings. This is Copilot analysis. It's up to you if you want to use it. This is Excel. You can take it, you can drag it, you can build your analysis the way you want, leveraging Copilot analysis. But if you have a particular flow on your analysis, you want to go because you have a certain report to produce, go for deeper analysis. And in deeper analysis sessions, Copilot is going to write Python code in order to analyze the data and answer your questions. So once you start the Python, the deep analysis session, Copilot will prepare the data set, waiting for your questions now. So you can go like analyze the revenue trend over time for different campaign types. then it will add the analysis. Any question you add here, Copilot will answer it here with the right either graph or table. So we use this for advanced analysis that actually needs Python algorithms, yeah, to get me those graphs, because those graphs, not all of them, they exist by default in Excel, and even Excel doesn't know how to do it. So I want to evaluate, for instance, the efficiency, the effectiveness of campaigns based on revenue and duration. Boom, I got my answer. Maybe I will go like, okay, do the same analysis, just change the graph into 1, 2, 3, and then it will do it. Let's analyze the budget allocation and its impact on revenue, and then it will answer me here with the question that I want, or with a suitable graph. You see, so you're building the report based on your questions now. Okay. Once you're done, you click on Stop Advanced Analysis Session, and then you can go back to your data, do whatever you want in here. So you want to filter data, conditional formatting, all of this. This is very easy for Excel to do. Do you have any question? All right. You sure no questions? Let me ask you that. Did you register on the upcoming webinars as well? Because there is one webinar where we will tackle product-based sessions, and we dive deep in every product, like tackling every option in every product. There is a persona-based webinar, and you gotta check the upcoming personas on the website.
Can you please share us where do we get those updates of all the upcoming events?
Sure. It's on our LinkedIn page. Let me access that and then share the link with you. Okay, tech knowledge. Technology. It gotta be on technology Middle East. Not technology. Let me grab that. A second. Web Summit. Nope. Posts. Okay. All right, they posted it long back. Trying to take a journey in time. There is a lot happening. Okay. For a reason I couldn't actually find it. Know why. Join Microsoft webinars.
Okay, can you enable attachment and I will attach the PDF file we received on the email because I can't attach here on the chat.
There is a PDF file you receive.
Yeah.
Extract the URL of that. All we need is the URL to the website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loading. I
That
think
would
you
do.
mean this one.
Let me check. Yes, Middle East. Yep, there you go. These are the series. Different. Yes, brilliant. Thank you,
Thank you
Kareem.
for
Thank
sharing.
you, Muhammad, Isa. So yeah, so future of work. These are the series persona based. Yeah, every persona is different from one session to the other. And then this is product based. This is more Microsoft Copilot on the web because we have different other features when it comes to web. And on some of them, we go take, we design a dream destination restaurant. We designed the exterior, we designed the interior, we designed the menu, we designed the music theme for the playlist within the within the restaurant. We get creative on this one. Yeah. And this is more prompt engineering. All right. So that being said, we are not gonna let you leave empty-handed. We will share a certificate by Microsoft. Since this one is brought to you, this webinar is brought to you with a collab or by a collab between Microsoft and Technology. So Microsoft is sharing some achievement codes, all right? So this achievement code, once you redeem it, you will get a digital badge on your Microsoft LAN profile, all right? And that digital badge is will add a certificate as well that you can share on social media. So once you share it on LinkedIn, don't forget to tag me. So here are the steps on the chat window alongside the link to redeem your digital certificate. I mean the code. All right. So you will click on uh, learn.microsoft.com. Make sure you sign in with your personal account, and then once you complete the profile creation, you would need to click on your profile. Let me walk you through how. So you steps are clear, but let me show you. So the first step will be you creating the profile, yeah, choosing the country, choose the name, because that's how it will appear on the certificate, and then you click on your profile icon, and then click on profile. Once you click on profile, this will your profile will open. You need to click on scroll down and click on achievements. Once you click on achievements, this interface will open. You got your badges here. You got your learning path in here. So the course we're assigning you will appear under courses. Yeah, empower your workforce with 365 Copilot. Yeah. So that's the link to the actual training content. So you can dig deeper and learn more, or click on the print icon in order to print the digital certificate. Okay. And if you don't want to print it, maybe you just want to share it, feel free to share it to um, any of those social media platforms. Yeah. And once you do the achievement code, we would like to hear from you your feedback about this session and how did we do. This is crucial for us to enhance our future sessions and our future webinars. So please allow us some time to share your feedback and any comments, observations, anything at all. We will be very happy to hear from you. And now it's a question and answer session.
I got a small question, please.
Good, by the way.
Okay. Do you have any orientation about the references that we are working on when you are uh, trying to do like all the generated information? Are they considered reliable references or just like generated?
Okay.
And
All right.
how we confirm that the information are reliable? Can we like prompt that?
Yeah, you can prompt that. That's number one. Remember when we said in prompt engineering, you have to work on goal, context, and sources. So under sources, you make sure that Copilot go get information from particular sources. So if I'm talking about data within my organization, so in Excel, sorry, in PowerPoint or Teams or Microsoft Loop or anywhere, um, before I issue a prompt, I should attach a file and ground the source of Copilot. So for instance, if I want to generate a document in Word or in Teams or whatever, I can click on attach a file and reference the document. Remember the pros and cons of artificial intelligence that we generated? Yeah. Now I need a training session outline for 1 hour based on the attached document. My point is, the more restricted your prompt is by grounding Copilot with certain sources, the better the result and the less the error of margin, the more the reliable the answer. If you leave it to Copilot to decide from where to get the data, like any other generative AI, it's not 100% reliable. It's never 100% reliable.
Exactly. You need to keep the initiative with you.
Exactly. We say with Copilot, you'll never write the first draft again. We never say this is your final product. This is your draft. You have to review it, proofread it, yeah, check the facts, and then you produce the final document. It's never Copilot who produces the final document. Okay, it's on you. I hope I answered your question, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. But that being said, you can also prompt Copilot to check its facts and sources and double check the results before sharing it with me. So you can ask it to check, but you still can't. You have to check as well and review. But you can ask it to check it as well to reduce hallucinations. How you get the certificate? All right. Well, Senor, who's asking? A second. All right. You will go to learn.microsoft.com. Yeah. So you will go to learn.microsoft.com. Once you're here, you're gonna sign in using your personal account. Okay. I signed in with my personal account, but then I associated my work account. But you can't do the other way around, right? So start with your personal account. And then click on profile. Click on achievements. Click on redeem your code. and add the code here. Once you click on redeem, you will get the code, the certificate under courses. Then you can click on print. So what I can do, I can send you in the chat here a screenshot of the process, but it's not going to be the same code. Yeah, so let me hide this code because that's not the same code. It's different code. Right? Just a second. Yes, there we go. So these are the steps, Senor. So number one, profile. Number two, achievement code. Number three, redeem your code. Number four is to either print or share. I'm going to take a screenshot and I'm going to send that in the chat window. There we go. Yeah. Guys, if you have any questions in the future, feel free to link me in. This is my look me up or write the name now. It's your AI man. Look me up, link me in, and let's keep the discussion going. All right. Seems I redeemed the code error. No, it worked with the other ones. Double check it and do it again, please. This is the code. Yeah. Try it again. Nahayo, try it again, please.
I am trying it again, still getting the same error.
What's the error? Can I
Just give me
may
a
I
second.
know the
They're saying that I already got redeemed the code, but I didn't.
Oh yeah, you did. Just let me walk you through it. You did.
Okay.
The thing is, you're under okay. Okay, you were here under achievements, right?
Yes.
But the active tab is modules.
Module. Okay.
Change it to courses.
So now I have to go to courses.
Yes.
Okay, just a second. Let me go back. Okay, under courses.
Do you see anything here?
Yeah, I see empower your workforce with Microsoft.
There you go. There you go. Now click on the print icon.
The print icon.
Are you using a phone, a mobile device?
Yes, but I got it. I already
You
got
have to scroll right.
Yeah, I already got the
Scroll right
certificates.
a little bit. Because on
I
your
think I already
interface,
got the certificates.
might be a bit hidden, so just scroll right a little bit. Yeah, scroll to the right, or to the left, actually.
Yes, I already got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. I got the certificates. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. I want to thank you all for joining me today.
Ayman, code please. I forgot to get the code. Sorry for that. Ayman,
Which code?
can you paste the code, the certificate code? You haven't
It's
pasted in the chat.
yeah. It's no. It's there. Here.
Is there?
Yeah, here. I just replied to the same message. Yeah, with the steps. And Kareem, mashallah, is always ready for the help. Thank you. Dia, you had your hand up. Any question?
Just I want to ask about do you have any like sessions about Copilot related to Power BI or anything related to Power BI?
Not this month. This month is mainly Microsoft 365 Copilot. All right. So if the
Yeah.
marketing team decided to extend the webinars for other products, yes, why not? However, reach out there. Reach out. We're planning to do something off record, apart from away from technology and those webinars. Yeah, just reach out.
Okay, but are we going to receive emails or just we have to contact from time to time?
No. You have to follow us on LinkedIn and social media. When the marketing team is ready, they will announce the new webinars and so on, and then there will be a new link for you to register. So you have to follow us first.
Okay.
Follow technology. All right.
Okay.
This is technology. I'm going to share with you now here our technology global and technology Middle East LinkedIn links. Technology global and technology Middle East. All right, that's the technology Middle East. All right. So yes, there is a plan, but not populated yet, not finalized. So stay tuned. All right, everyone. Thank you again for joining me on this session, for allowing me your time to present. I hope you enjoyed my flight. Hope to see you in future webinars. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. We're
Thank
going.
you
See
very
you again.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.